All right, good morning everybody. My name is Sarah and I'm one of the cheetah trainers here at Busch Gardens. I am located in the center of the habitat. If you guys want to see the speed, grace, and agility of a cheetah, I encourage you to come over to this fence line here. And if you can see this brown dirt track behind me, you will be in an awesome spot to see Tyree, one of our female cheetahs, run today. This is going to be the only run we are doing at our 11:30 presentation. We will be doing two other presentations today at 3 and 4:30. Those will be a Meet the Trainer presentation. You will actually probably see me and one of my other coworkers out here at that time. You can ask us any questions you may have about cheetahs or anything else you might want to stump us with. We encourage you to come up and talk to us. But right now, you will see some of my coworkers and fellow cheetah trainers setting up our lure run for our one and only cheetah run today. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a 411 on what's going to happen. Over here on the left-hand side of habitat, you can see that there is a brown boulder-looking rock thing that is turned over. Clearly that is not a rock. Underneath it is a 1982 Ford starter. It is attached to a car battery, and then there is a spool attached to that. There is a green string that Sarah is pulling along the track. And they are setting up some red pulleys along this dirt track. What's going to happen is they will tie it off, and they will attach a feather lure to that green string. And when they flip the switch, that green string and feather lure is going to whip around this track at about 50 miles per hour. Now, of course, the cheetah is the fastest of all the land mammals. They can go from 0 to 60 in about 2.9 seconds. It's faster than any man-made car. So, that feather lure, of course, is something that we get naturally here at Busch Gardens. We have a wonderful bird gardens department. And those keepers over there collect the feathers that naturally fall off the birds. And little did I know that when my dad was teaching me how to fish when I was a wee little Sarah, and teaching me how to make my own lures, that it would apply when I was a little bit older to now working with cheetahs. So that feather lure is going to move at about 50 miles an hour. Now cheetahs are very visual animals, so they like to chase anything that is moving fast. We have tried a bunch of different types of things to get them enticed to run, but we found that the feather lure, of course something that we get here free, which is wonderful, is the thing that makes them really want to run really fast. Now kind of apply it to maybe if you have like a domestic house cat at home and you have little things moving really fast and they just want to go after it. Same principle, except these guys are about 100 pounds and can move a heck of a lot faster. So we are running Tyree today. She is a 3-year-old female. We got her when she was 7 months old from a conservation facility in South Africa. And most of my trainers here have been working with her for quite some time now, since she was 7 months old. And again, I said she was 3. So once we do our one and only cheetah run today here at 11:30, you will see one of the trainers working one-on-one with her. Now, as trainers, we do not go in with our cheetahs on day one. You have to build up a personal relationship with each of our 5 cats here at Cheetah Run. Tyree is our resident talker. She just is a chatty Cathy. She just loves to talk to us back there. You may be able to see her while I'm talking right now. She'll be behind me in this adjacent habitat. Of course, this is the habitat that you can see. That's the only habitat that's visible to the public, but we have a couple other habitats in the back, including the house. And when you don't see all 5 cheetahs out here, you'll see 4 at most at any given time, because we have 2 social groups. We have the 4 sisters, and then of course we have Cassie, our male cheetah. So right now, Tyree is in the back waiting for my trainers to finish setting up this lure run. We couldn't have her out here while we were setting it up because she would want to play with everything. It's a very enticing situation for her. Now Tyree, she's not our fastest runner, and sometimes she might come out here and do a slow jog. So I cannot guarantee that she's going to be going 60 miles an hour. I can tell you that 2 of the other cheetahs that are in her social group have gotten up to, Maeve has gotten up to 64 miles an hour, Jen has gotten up to 62. On average, our cheetahs go anywhere between 35 to 50 miles an hour during our cheetah runs. So it is quite impressive. Now the cheetah is the fastest land mammal. They are not the fastest animal on Earth. That would be the peregrine falcon. They can dive at about 200 miles an hour, which is very neat. But if you were to take that peregrine falcon and you were to run it along this track next to Tyree is going to outrun her and then have a snack for later. Because like I said, they're the fastest land mammal. Now there are some other fish that are a little bit faster too, but that's in the sea and we're not, love them, but they're not as cool as cheetahs. That's just my opinion. So of course they are adapted for getting up to those high speeds. I'm going to tell you a little bit about their physical adaptations before she gets out here so you can kind of pay attention to it when she comes out. So what's going to happen is when I get the go, Tyree's going to come out from the left-hand side habitat. She's going to run to the right. She's going to run to the left again. Might happen 1 or 2 more times. Just depends on how fast she wants to go to catch that feather lure. Now when she comes out, you will notice that she has a very small head and a very long, lean body. Now that small head allows her to be aerodynamic because when she comes out, you will see she will get very low to the ground. And it acts kind of like the head of a bullet. Allows them to go really fast and be aerodynamic. Now she does have very long limbs. When they're going about 60 miles an hour, their gait is about anywhere between 20 to 25 feet. What that means is from footprint or paw print to paw print, it's 20 to 25 feet. Put that in perspective because I'm a very visual person as well. Here's me, I'm Sarah. Hello. That pole right there. So from me to that pole, you'll see one paw print and then the following paw print. That's how much distance that they do cover in one stride. Now they cannot go, they are sprinters, they are not endurance runners, they're not long distance runners. So they can maintain that speed for maybe about 30 seconds. And about 50% of the time in the wild they would actually catch their prey. Now once Tyree comes out here and she catches that feather lure, she may sit on it for 5 minutes, she may sit on it for 45 minutes, we never know. Because here at Busch Gardens, we use something that we call positive reinforcement when we are training, which means that we never tell our cats no, bad, or wrong. It's quite a nice life for our cheetahs. So once she catches that lure, we'll give her some time to play with it, destroy it, maybe eat it. It has absolutely no nutritional value for her. But in the wild, if she were to catch a bird, she would ingest some feathers while eating her meat because they are carnivores, of course. But once she catches that lure, when we give her time to destroy it, you will see some behaviors that we will work. One of the trainers will come out here and work with her one-on-one. Now, like I said, we do not go in day one with our cheetahs. The trainer that's going to be working with her has been working with her for many years and building up that personal relationship with her. Now, using positive reinforcement, what you will see is that that trainer will ask Tyree for a specific behavior. If she does it correctly, he will pair it with a nice little meat treat. Because, of course, meat is very rewarding for a carnivore. If she does it incorrectly, that trainer will ignore the behavior and then ask for it again or go on to a different behavior. So I know that we are almost ready here to start our cheetah run. Again, just pay attention to the left-hand side habitat. Over here in this bamboo area is where Tyree's going to come out, and hopefully she will display her speed, grace, and agility. We do have a radar gun out here. It is a little bit temperamental, so hopefully we are able to get her speed clocked for you. I did mention previously that she is not our fastest runner, but she may surprise all of us and be pretty fast today. Sarah is the trainer that is going to be working Tyree once she catches that feather lure. But I did just get the thumbs up from my fellow trainers. So I'm going to need a little bit of audience participation from you guys. If we are nice and loud, there is a trainer in the back that is vital to this run. They are the person that is going to release Tyree out here so you can see her run. So what I'm going to need is we're going to need to do a countdown from 5 to run. If we're nice and loud, that gate will come up and she'll come out. So are you guys ready to see a cheetah run? All right, that's a decent enthusiasm this morning. That's all right. Maybe you guys need a little bit more coffee. That's okay. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, run. All right. So this is Tyree. She's a 3-year-old female. notice, is that 40? Nice, that's really good. FYI, if you didn't hear me say it, Tyree just ran 40 miles an hour out on this track. That is pretty decent for her. So we are going to let her have some time on that lure, destroy it, do whatever she wants to do to it. But as I was saying, she's one of our most distinguishable cats. She has a lot more golden color on her than a lot of our other cheetahs. Her spots are a lot smaller. We have 5 cats that call Busch Gardens home. I can look at them at their face and tell you exactly who they are because they look very different to me, but I do work with them every day. And I like to explain it like if you were to have 5 golden retrievers at home, they all have very unique personalities. And although if a stranger came into your house, it would be hard for them to distinguish each of the dogs. It kind of the same principle applies to the cats. But with Tyree here, what I would show you is look at the last 8 inches of her tail. It's like your fingerprint, no two are alike. And Tyree here has a big white cotton ball at the end of her tail. Now what she is doing is she is working with Sarah, one of her primary trainers. And what Sarah is doing right now is giving her a nice little rub down. We like to call that tactile reinforcement, which is just a fancy way of saying we're just giving her some love. We do all of these behaviors because unfortunately the cheetah is the most endangered cat in all of Africa, with only about 10,000 of them left, unfortunately, for them. You probably will see more people here at Busch Gardens than there are cheetahs left in the wild today. Now, a couple of reasons for that is the Ice Age pretty much wiped out the entire species. At one point, they were found in North America, Europe, Asia, and of course, Africa. Over there, they are a diurnal animal, which is a fancy way of saying that they hunt during the day. Now, people are up during the day, and a lot of your larger carnivores hunt either at dusk, dawn, or at night. So with cheetahs being up during the day, ranchers and livestock are prevalent over there. And a rancher does not want to lose out on his livelihood. So in the past, cheetahs coming into the territory of the rancher and his livestock, the rancher will want to eliminate the cheetah as a predator. So what happened was the SeaWorld Busch Gardens Conservation Fund teamed up with the Cheetah Conservation Fund, and we support a program called the Anatolian Guard Dog Program. Now what this program is they pair 8-week-old puppies, Anatolian Shepherds, with the ranchers. They are raised with the livestock, so when the cheetah comes into the territory of that rancher's livestock, the dog sees the cheetah, runs after the cheetah barking, and the cheetah does what a cheetah does best and runs in the opposite direction. Cheetah gets to live for another day, rancher gets to keep his livestock, everybody wins. Now part of your proceeds part of your mission here has gone to the proceeds of the Cheetah Conservation Fund. So I thank you for that. But here, we will be disassembling this lure run here. It'll probably take maybe about 5 minutes. Once all of those, all of the components of that lure run are taken off, we will have 2 cheetahs coming back out until 3 o'clock when we do our next presentation. My name is Sarah. If you have any questions, please come over and talk to me. I would love to talk to you guys. But if not, come back at 3 o'clock. We'll have another presentation. And if not, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day here at Busch Gardens.